Okay, it looked about synced to me. It just looked weird because OBS doesn't show the delay or anything, and thank you. I am amazed that we got that far. Eventually, I do on my stream want to make a screen where it'll show all the Patreon supporters on the end slate kind of thing. But okay, so we're gonna start a new game here. We're gonna go ahead and start. This is going to be hard. So basically, if you don't know what Master Mode entails, pretty much every single enemy is upgraded from its original strength. So any red moblins, which is the lowest, or I guess they're called bokoblins. Red bokoblins are going to be blue, which is the second tier. Blue are black, which is the third tier. Black is silver, which is the fourth tier. And silver have actually been upgraded to gold, which is a tier that wasn't even in the original game. So things are going to be difficult. Some things are going to stay the same. Some enemies are the same. There's one side quest where you fight the 3 different tiers of the giant moblin dudes. And one was red, one was blue, one was black. They're the same. Basically, important things are the same. But all of the minor enemies have been upgraded. Second off, there's a ton more enemies. Scattered all around the Great Plateau where you start here. Enemies everywhere. All over the place. So that's a worry, of course. And what else is there? I believe some puzzles have been changed as well, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't actually played through Master Mode on my own time. Deaths, oh boy. Might be a little difficult. We'll see how far we can get without dying, though. Basically, any enemy can one-shot you. Ooh, that's another thing. In the original game, if you were at full HP, the game would not let you die from one hit. That's been taken away in Master Mode, of course, because it had to be, I suppose. There's also going to be random flying treasure chests and flying enemies on... What are they called? I think they're called Octorok balloons or something. They'll be flying around randomly on platforms. So it's just going to be... Are amiibos allowed? I'm going to say no on that. I'm probably not going to use amiibos. I don't have any helpful amiibos anyway. I just have Yoshi amiibos, so those wouldn't impact the game that much anyway. I do not intend on using them though. And as you can see on the side, I'm not allowing myself to use any yellow hearts, which you would get from making a certain kind of food. It'd give you basically fake hearts that are one-time use. Not allowing that. Gear will be allowed. Pretty much anything that doesn't directly have to do with my HP count is allowed. Ooh, also, there is one point. As you can see, I need to do all main missions. There is going to be one point where I'm going to have 13 hearts, I believe it was, to get the Master Sword. For that point, I'm going to very, very quickly get those 13 hearts and then trade them right back after I get the Master Sword. And of course, you can see I also have to do the Trial of the Sword, because that is included in the challenge. Oops, that's the wrong button. I haven't also played this in a little bit of a while, so things might be a little bit difficult for me starting out, just getting used to the controls again. Well, I'm sorry. It's a little late for finals. Most places have finished all finals already. Oh, maybe I should turn down the TV a bit too, but I need to hear it. If I don't hear the music playing when an enemy sees me, that'll be a bad deal. Ooh, that's another thing. Enemies have increased awareness. You'll notice that there's usually a sound meter on the bottom right-hand corner of the HUD. That shows how much sound you're doing. All the enemies can hear you at a higher sound, which of course includes the big centaur dudes. I forget their name. Up to Christmas? Dude, that's insane. This game's DLC is... There's quite a bit. First off, there's hard mode. This whole master mode is all DLC. There's more stuff with the map. There's kind of a sub-story with the second pack of DLC that just came out. I'd definitely say it's all worth it, because it's cheaper than most DLCs. Never been able to sneak up on an enemy. Huh. I usually do it when they're asleep, like at nighttime. Moblins will be asleep, and in this mode I imagine that'll be extremely useful, because if you can one-shot blue moblin, or blue bokoblins, it's going to be a huge help. Because there's only one red bokoblin, or bokoblin, I don't know exactly how you say it. There's one red bokoblin in this entire master mode. One. I don't know why he's there, but he is. First weapon, we're already making strides. Yeah, so now we have that. You can see the sound meter down there in the bottom right. That basically determines if enemies are going to be able to hear me or not, coming from behind them. Otherwise, they just have, like, sight in front of them. Sight and hearing is what we need to worry about. I will, of course, be upgrading my stamina wheel, mostly. I mean, pretty much only my stamina wheel, because I can't upgrade my HP. I'm not barring myself outside of the stamina wheel. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. Go ahead and grab all the items I can, so we'll be stocked up. I don't think healing items are going to be that important, to be honest, other than, like, getting frozen. That's another thing. I'm barely going to be able to last in the cold weather. So we're going to need the warm doublet. I mean, we're going to need any kind of warm clothing. The warm doublet's not going to be that important because at the beginning of the game, you already have 3 hearts anyway. So it's not that much of a difference. But hoo boy. It's going to be more and more of a problem as we go on. Also, I haven't actually played the second pack of DLC, so once we get around to those, I'll kind of be going in blind with 3 HP. So, hopefully it's not too difficult. A mere ghost of its former self. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should even bother taking the torch. It'll help in the cold area, at least I should probably take it. It's a secret. Okay. Use it as a weapon. Well, I think we'll be good because we're going to have this huge axe. Yo, what's up, Ender Shane? Yeah, in my original playthrough, I didn't get the warm doublet until late game. So, like, it's not the most important thing. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this sword over here before we go any farther. I'm not going to make myself get all of the Korok seeds because that's just dumb. However, I am going to go ahead and get as many as I can. Oh, you don't? Well, that's fine. I'm probably going to be uploading this to YouTube as well. Kind of because I'm going to need to cut a few videos to upload during Christmas, so it'll be good to have these up. Alright. I also remember my first time playing through this game. I didn't know you could climb just about anything, so I had a lot of trouble getting this broadsword. So, how much... Was the broadsword like a normal sword or a big one? It's a normal sword. Okay, good to know. There's that rock over there that we can break eventually. All things we're going to have to keep in mind. Also, remember, since I do have to get the Master Sword, we are also going to have to do a good number of the shrines. I feel like this is a good way because I won't have to get every single shrine, but there will be no reason for me to outright ignore the shrines. I'll have to do them eventually. There are just a few of them at least to get the Master Sword. But this way I'm also not locked into getting 100% or anything. So it's a lot of thought went into this and determining what exactly I should do. Also, that's an interesting way to stand. I'm sure it's comfortable. Alright, so we have our first main quest. Find the Sheikah Slate. Might as well go ahead and get as many of these as we can. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Oh! So that's a bokoblin. Increases our stealth. However, since we're in water, we're going to make more noise. That's going to be a thing. I don't know if he's going to turn around eventually. We're also moving through tall grass, which is going to increase the noise we make too. And I can't get over this. Yeah, keep in mind, any bokoblin can pretty much one-shot me. Oop. Is he going to be able to see me? Yes. Yes, he is. Get out of crouching. Jeez. So we can do a good amount of damage with this sword, but as you can see, not even nearly enough to damage this dude enough to, like, knock him out easily. So, he does have another weapon that we could use. Oh, also, another thing to mention. Enemies can restore health. I believe it's up to 30% of their full HP that they can restore. Gonna go ahead and, like, ignore that dude. I don't know how far he's gonna follow us. Looks like he's done. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and storm this little pack of enemies too. The trade-in thing. Okay, so there's a guy in Kakariko Village. Or not Kakariko. I think it's the other village, the one with the windmills. I forget the name of it, but basically there's a guy that he'll like take away an HP increase or a stamina increase, and he'll let you buy it back for rupees. That didn't even come close to knocking them out. Oh my god. Do they know where I am? No. Normally these are red bokoblins, so they would be immediately knocked out. Also, thank you for the cheer. They would be immediately knocked out from that. Yeah, it's going to be a scary world for a little while until we get some higher ranked weapons. I do want to also look at that range. Oh my god. If we get hit with one of these arrows, we dead. You know we dead. Oh, they're going to chase. Of course they are. I believe if I activate that cutscene right there, it'll pretty much despawn these dudes. So we're gonna do that. I have not died yet. No. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get through this entire first starting area just fine. Those guys aren't following us, so I'm just gonna sneak behind this guy. In fact, what does it matter? He just has like close range anyway. Kaboom. When am I making the Discord? Oof, I don't know. I've thought about maybe making it like a Patreon thing. Like maybe a $1 reward, if anything. But, also I don't think there would be at that point enough people on the Discord, so I don't know. Alright, see ya. Or, no, you're not going yet. Yeah, I don't know when I'm making the Discord. I'll probably work on it sometime. It's just really not a priority right now with a lot has been happening with me lately, so you know. I'll work on it eventually. It's been a long time since I've seen the beginning of this game, wow. Lots of new stuff. I mean, not lots of new stuff, but like stuff I completely forgot about. I'm a student. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm not a student anymore, am I? Whoops. I understand, though. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I wouldn't want people to pay to be on the Discord. It'd make it much more of a community thing if it was just, you know, there. So that's kind of what I was thinking as well. Also, you can see those that platform floating on the left there, just left of the tower. There's going to be a couple of those, and, like, you'll just eventually get sniped from the air, you know, out of nowhere. That's how it'll work. It's very scary. All right, our first section of the map. Look at that. We're like 1/9 of the way through the game already. Regional map extracted. I might also eventually try to play it with the minimal HUD, because that would be, first off, aesthetically pleasing, but also just another mini challenge there. Alright, see ya. I'll try not to. We'll see about that, though. Like, yeesh. It's big boy Ganon himself. Look at that gaping maw. I've always thought the design for Ganon in this game was really, really good. Like, that's just a good design, you know? I wonder if Ganon has anything to do with the DLC sets. Or if those are just going to be their own little independent stories or something. And trust me, we'll be fine. It's just Master Mode. Honestly, when I played the game, oh, I almost died right there. When I played my original playthrough of the game, my first death was literally walking off the cliff right at the beginning of the game. Like right when you get to the end, I was like, I wonder if I can crawl down this. Jumps off the cliff and dies. So we're already doing better than my original playthrough. Would you look at that? It's all progress. This is a game that has a huge learning curve as well. Like I felt absolutely useless when I played the beginning of this game originally. And of course, it's like I was excited for Master Mode because I wanted to feel that again. Because by the end of the game, I was feeling like I'm overpowered and nothing can stand up to me. Even like the silver Lionels were nothing. But like now going through it again at Master Mode, it replicates that feeling of being useless. Even if I played again on the original mode, I'd be able to bop red bokoblins like they're nothing. So it's a nice addition to the game, and it'll be able to constantly give you that useless feeling at the beginning of every playthrough. And that is exciting to me. Alright, and this is our boy Old Dude. For the people who haven't played this game before or seen it. Which I imagine is very few people. This is kind of a big game of the year, if you didn't know. And it's funny because like nowadays watching him say like, you can't jump off the walls, like knowing that you can now jump off the game, jump off the walls and be fine. It's funny. Yeah, right? Like, even Lionels were easy by the time I knew what I was doing. But, not anymore. Especially with that recovering HP. With how much HP Lionels have, there's no way you're just gonna, like, knock one out in 30 seconds like I could in the original version of the game. He's just gonna tell us to go over there. I think I have to talk to him, though. I'm not sure. Also, like, at the beginning of the game for me, like, I didn't know how to deal with Lionels by the time I was doing, like, some of the dungeons. So, like, there's that Lionel that's on top of the Thundering Peak. And I had to sneak around him. I couldn't knock him out or anything because I just wasn't that good yet. Now, I feel like I bloomed late on my playthrough. Was not the best at this game. I'm going to pick up as many of these ancient items as I can. Yep, there we go. Just because if I can get that ancient armor and all that, it'd be pretty sweet. A huge help. But also, I think everything's going to knock me out in one hit anyway. Maybe with, like, the best armor in the game. And then a defense triple up. Maybe I'd stand a chance. Kind of want this. Butterfly. Oh, come on. Okay, it's left stick to uncrouch. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be an item, or a problem, is things are just going to start healing while they're guarding and everything. Thing about this game is there's at least always, like, some sort of opening. Like, if you have the resources, you can kind of just do whatever you want to absolutely annihilate everything. Also, since I have the DLC, we're going to see a few extra chests laying around here and there. This one's going to have a ruby, which is kind of a rare item that you'll normally would find more of way later in the game. So we're going to have a slight advantage through that. But of course you have to have the DLC anyway because you have to buy the DLC to get Master Mode. So unless I just on my own chose the option of not getting them, then, you know. Barbarian armor is probably going to be the armor we stick with most of the game, to be honest. Because, like, the defense up from any armor is not really going to be incredible ever. We're always just going to want more attack to deal with enemies quicker. Also, I love the screen like this. The loading screen that's purple, orange. Why did I say purple? It's orange, reddish. I think it's meant to be red. Alright. So, Magnesis trial. And also, another thing is once we start getting all these things with our what is it even called? The Sheikah Slate? All of our Sheikah Slate abilities. We're going to be so much better off anyway. Especially bombs and whatnot. Like, that's going to help a ton. I guess the Magnesis will be useful too, with like just dropping metal crates on enemies. Doing big damage that you normally have to do in this game to do any damage. It's just going to be a whole bundle of fun. Alright, we got it. Oof. I want to be very careful to make sure my first death is not from hitting myself with Magnesis. Yeesh. Because that's one of the things I would always do when I first started playing the game, is just kill myself through Magnesis. It was not fun. Alright. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, the D-pad moves things up and down. Or backwards and forwards. So this is our first enemy we kind of have to confront. Bombs helped you a ton? Okay. So, we don't have a shield yet, is the thing. We can kind of hide behind these. Alright, there goes my rusty broadsword. And as you can see, we've done nearly no damage. So we're kind of gonna just... This is how we play video games. No. Okay. Barely dodged that one. I'm sure I could easily enough just jump over it or something, but like, ugh. There we go. Expertly fought for our first fight. Alright. Let's get this place over with. I really just want the bombs, to be honest. That's one of the big ones. Oh my god, that almost smacked me and knocked me right out. Alright, and secret bow up here. That'll help us a ton too. Getting arrows, however, will be a different thing altogether. I think we're probably going to have to use the trick where you get a shield and then block arrow attacks and grab them through that. Might be the best path through this. Anyway, here's our first Orby thing. All, of course, going to stamina. In fact, you know what? I might just not, like, invest all of these at the start, so I can invest all of them at one time to HP, so I don't have to pay all the ridiculous money to change it over to hearts and then change it back. Because that's going to be kind of a problem if I don't have that money. It'll be a whole ordeal. And if I don't have the money to immediately change the hearts back, then I'm going to have to, like, grind for money with hearts, and that'd kind of ruin the point of the 3-heart run, you know? Just worries like that. At least I shouldn't be buying much, because the gear is kind of going to be a little pointless. Especially if we're going to go with the barbarian gear, which you just find out laying about. Which I'm not sure if I remember all the locations of them. That might be a small problem. But even then, the Guardian gear would be good too, because that ups your power, the power of Guardian weapons. But that would cost a lot of money too. Ugh. Probably aren't gonna rely on those too much. And the strength trials, oh god, that's not gonna be fun. That was a problem for me in the original game. Like doing the what is it? The weak strength trial or something like that. Like those were hard just in the normal game. Kind of had to do like half the dungeons, and then I was good enough to go into them. It's like good end game stuff, I suppose. Yeah, travel to the top of the tower. Bye. Yeah. Okay. So now I have fast travel. That should hopefully make things a little easier. Of course, we're not going to be able to use many of it. I like the clean ones we have going down the right side. Yeesh. I also think you can avoid investing into your first, like, stamina wheel before leaving the Great Plateau. So I'm going to have to decide real quick whether I'm going to use that or not. What's up? Once again, I'm not sure if I even have to talk to this dude, but it doesn't hurt to be safe. Yeah, we can use the scope, which I've accidentally done many times. Just trying to uncrouch myself. Experience, wisdom, and instinct. The 3 Triforce pieces. Okay. Is it really going to do this little thing again? Huh. Anyway, one right there. One right there. Not sure if we can see this other one where we are. Yeah, I don't even think we need to mark this other one. It's literally right there. All right. Once again, I'm going to be careful stepping down. Wouldn't want to die. I really don't want stepping down from this thing being my first death. Which would be a problem because it killed me a few times on my first playthrough. If I'm going to divulge a secret. Alright, so now... now... if we want the warm doublet, we're going to have to find a fish somewhere. And I'm not sure where any lakes are up here that have fish. I know there's a couple of ponds. Just not sure if they all have fish in them. Is the problem. Meat also might be a problem. Or I don't exactly remember what the dish was. I'm pretty sure it was like fish and meat. Okay, I guess it's good to get that notification out of the way. That's not alive, is it? Also, did I see a fish in this water? No. Ancient Spring. Cool. These might be good sell fodder, too, if we need money for the thing. That one comes alive. I know for a fact. So I'm just gonna... Yeah. Yeah, he can't even see me from this distance. No, we're golden. There you go. First shrine get. Jabage. Cool. Alright, and now it's gonna be kind of rinse and repeat with these shrines. One thing that disappointed me playing through the game originally is that it was all kind of the same. I was expecting like new kinds of shrines as we went through. But nope, it was just kind of, hey, puzzle, hey, puzzle. Hey, fight this thing, hey, puzzle. So not the most exciting stuff. But finally we have our bombs. This is a good one to go to first. First off, it's the closest. And second off, it has these it has the bombs, so there you go. Kind of works itself out in that way. Oh, and if you're wondering how exactly you get off of the Great Plateau, you basically like you chop down a tree And you use, I don't know if you like exactly use stasis. I think you might need to get stasis before you can do it. And then you fling it as far as you can with the stasis while you're standing in front of it with like a shield to jump on. And then there's like enemies early game that'll have shields for you to steal. They're somewhere around there in the Great Plateau. And we have the Traveler's Claymore, which is going to be our first good weapon to knock out moblet or bokoblins, however you want to say it. So now that we have this, we might stand a little bit of a chance. Also, I'm using the circle one. Okay. We have the circle and the square ones from this. Sure, that works. I'm just gonna wait for it to refill. Hit. There we go. Conveniently placed ladder. Let's go. Alright, and I believe that's pretty much it for this one. Oh, where there's this. I think, yeah. Go ahead and grab this treasure over here. Also, if you're wondering, Magnesis only works on some treasures. So this one is not one of the ones it works on, as you can see. I believe these are just like wooden or stone or something. Who knows? Probably stone, since they're heavy enough not to be blown around too much from a bomb. Originally, when I played the game, I tried putting bombs on the flinging thing to try and fling a bomb over there to blow the treasure chest away. That doesn't work. Funnily enough. Yep. And so we have like a bomb dispenser of sorts. And boom. Simple as that. I don't know if it can actually fling you far enough on its own to like... My first death isn't going to be from a bomb. It is not. I think the bombs will actually come close to killing you at this point, but they won't actually kill you. Because I think that might have been a mistake I made when I originally played Master Mode for a tiny, tiny bit. But I wouldn't bet on it, so I'm still going to avoid it anyway. And I'm like, yeah, it's funny, but it's true, you know? They're all puzzles. Like, it would have been cool if one was like a mini trial of the sword. Like, get through this, like, defeat all the enemies in this room. Or something, I don't know, weird. It's just, I didn't expect them all to be so similar. Especially when there's like, what, 120 or something in the game? There's more than 120. There's like 220 or something. And I think there's actually more with the second pack of DLC as well. So that's interesting. Anyway, now that we have the Claymore, we pretty much have the ability to defeat these... Oh, that one's alive, isn't it? Oh, boy. And we don't have any arrows. I'm going to not deal with that. My first death is darn well not going to happen to a Guardian. Yeesh. Alright, now we're basically going to follow the left path here. So, this is going to be one of the differences in... A keys? Really? Here. Face the... Okay, it's flying away. We're going to be seeing one of the major differences of Master Mode coming up real quick. They actually placed a Lionel in the beginning area of the game. Right over there. It's a black Lionel too, so it's not a weak one. It's not... They didn't just place, oh, hey, red Lionel right over here. No, siree. They're not... Oh my god, he can see me. That's a problem. So I'm probably going to sneak around the left side here. Nightfall should be coming soon as well. So if these bokoblins over here could fall asleep, I can probably knock them out in one hit with the Claymore. If I'm lucky. Oh, yep, he's going to notice me if I start walking on back feet. Back feet, I say as if I'm not crawling on my back feet right now. Yeah, we're going to have to be really careful. As a heads up, there is absolutely no way for me to take down this Lionel. I could hit at it all I want. It's going to maybe... We could maybe take like a 5% chunk of its health off with all of our weapons combined, hitting every hit and crits. And that still wouldn't be enough. So we definitely don't want to deal with this Lionel at the current moment. I'm going to switch to the Claymore because I believe if we sneak attack these guys, it should be a one-shot. So we're going to wait for them to fall asleep. It's getting dark. Beautiful night sky, of course, as always. Yikes indeed. Alright, I think we're beyond his area of influence. But they're a little scary, especially black ones. That's not one you want to fight until you've done like 3 out of the 4 dungeons. Should be falling asleep eventually. What time is it? 9:20 p.m. I believe they go to sleep at 10. Funnily enough. I'm just going to keep trying to get around them. Bokoblins, as you can see, are not nearly as attentive as they are when they're standing guard. So that's another small... Oh my god. Oh, he saw me. Okay, well, we're fighting this one out. He has a weapon on fire. Okay! I didn't expect him to go in for the jump attack. That's one death. Yeesh. You could see how careful you need to be in this game. That's one reason why it was quite the jump from normal Zelda games to this one, is 1 heart does not matter at all. In previous Zelda games, 3 hearts, you could probably take 5 or 6 hits. This game, 3 hearts, even in the end game, when you have a ton of like armor and everything, also it's broad daylight now. How lucky are we? No, it's just an hour previous. So, they're going to be wide awake. I don't have any arrows. Does it actually make noise when we try to shoot it? It does. Huh. Didn't know that. Oh, those are my bows. I was like, it took away my weapons. What? Alright. Alright. They see us. I think they might be just investigating at this point. Oh, it was just showing my bows because I was on the right tab. Yeesh. No, they're checking around. Alright. I think next time, if they do see us, we're going to try a jump to the left. Maybe, perhaps, if we're feeling real crazy, a hop to the right. I should be going to sleep soon. Lionel's still just chilling on his area over there. It did save, so it saved at a later time. Man, it scared me when it said, when like it loaded back in, it was daytime. I was like, don't tell me it loads back in at like 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something. Oh my god. The Lionel sees us. Okay. Alright. We're going to climb left here a little bit. Just take it real slow. I think I'm going to chill here until these two fall asleep. It should be real soon. They shouldn't be awake for too much longer. Yeah, they fall asleep at 10. Okay. So we're going to go in for the kill here. This guy's walking straight away. So hopefully he won't notice anything. Like, if that Lionel notices us, we're dead right there. Because he has lightning arrows. Black ones might not have lightning arrows. There's certain kinds that have lightning arrows. Even if you're hiding, like, behind a wall or something, they can just shoot it into the air and hit you from anywhere, basically. So, if he notices us, it's basically we're dead. Regardless of whether we run away or not, so don't want that to happen. However, I would like your life. Yeah, Sneak Strike will knock him right on out. And we'll go ahead and grab the items. Probably for selling. Actually, these could be good for attack up potions and the like, which are once again going to be really helpful here because of the regenerating health. Knock him out. And we're good. Alright, so that's also going to give us a ton of weapons. A Boko bow, not quite as good as what we have. Yeah, we know how to change bows. We have a Boko club, which is for 4 attack power. Not like 10, but it's good. And we have our first shield. So if anyone starts shooting arrows at us, we will finally be good. I'm going to switch on over to the club for now. So, yeah, that guy's not going to notice us. Okay, I think we have a free path over here. The hut's right there, and I'm not exactly sure where we can find any fish. So I think we might be passing off on the warm doublet for now. The warm doublet. Like, literally, items are going to be completely useless because... Is that a rushroom or a bat? Those are rushrooms, okay. Stamina potion and stuff will be good. Okay, there's Daddy Hyrule right there. I know he has a couple of useful things in here. He has the... Oh, I'm reading the book. No thanks. No, I really want the peppers, dude. Yeah, give me those spicy peppers. Very, very nice. Okay. I'll take all of your stuff up here, too. Hope you don't mind. Also, what's up? What are you doing? I'm exhausted to him. I'm afraid I'll be needing my bed. You can use my bed if you ever need to rest for a bit. Well, assuming I'm not already in it, of course. There's a fire outside if you're looking to pass the time. Yeah, so basically we can go to the fire right here and choose to go to whatever time we want. Also, pot lid, that'll make a good shield. Yeah.